Hey, good day. Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Yep, let's get going on today's information part. Okay, current blood sugar is 7.2. I went up from 6.8, so hopefully I'm not going to peak and go high. Current amount of blood sugar or insulin in my system is 0.75. I'm fully calibrated from this morning. And oops. I just had, I don't know if you can really see it, but right there's a blue line, which is a correction value. So my body is trying to give me extra glucose. And the pump's saying, well, no, here, let's take a little bit more insulin. Time in range is still 96%. 4% is the lows that, we're really going to need to work on a bit today. Average blood sugar is still at 7.1. Now, I was kind of skeptical that all these calculations were really kind of accurate or not. Until one day I had to go get my hemoglobin A1C done. Actually, it was not the last one, the one before that. And I took a look at the report, and it said that I should be 6.1. My hemoglobin A1C came back at 6.2 or something along those lines. So it does work out. Today, we're going to work on when the penny drops, when we finally get to know everything, when everything starts to click. Sorry, it's bad lighting in here today. Stay tuned and we'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Nothing's better when things finally click for yourself and for your family members. For those of you who haven't been fully taking part in their blood sugars and understanding, and you've been eating a whole bunch of junk, you've been drinking pop like it's going out of style, and you'll probably have a family member. If you would just do this, things would work so much better for you. Yeah, I've heard it all before. But when it finally clicks in here and the penny drops, then things start changing. You really start to learn, and you start getting the successes of time in range equaling 96% or 100%. Sorry, it's another resident in here who's yelling up quite a storm. Time and range is important, and you should aim to get at it. But watch my videos on control day and learn how to adequately make sure that you are doing it correct. Because for so many years, I sat and said, you know what? I'm going to do my blood sugar and things are going to work out fine. And I would do it for 3-4 days. And then things would fall off the wayside. I'd usually do it on a weekend, and when I went back to work, things would just totally go out the window. I really didn't want to make my lunch. Yeah, I could get something at work, which there's an awful lot of sugars, especially where I worked. A lot of sugars. I drank pop. I can't drink coffee. So I drank an awful lot of pop to keep me awake and the sugar to keep me awake. And then going home, I really was tired. I slept a lot. Now, I'm not sleeping as much. I'm staying more up and more alert, and that's the important thing. My body is thanking me with more energy, and I can do a lot more. I'm able to produce a lot more of these videos, which I know when I came in here, my whole life was upside down. I knew the importance of doing things. I kept my blood sugar in line, but I wasn't really watching what I was eating. I kept drinking a vast amount of sodas. And sodas aren't the greatest thing, even sugar-free aren't the greatest thing for diabetic. The only pop I'm really drinking now is ginger ale when I have a low blood sugar as the first step in my plan. But when you start getting everything in line for you, things go a hell of a lot better. You're not going to be perfect every 5 minutes. It's going to be obvious that you're not going to get the perfect blood sugars all the time. And so you need to constantly be utilizing and taking the information and doing something with it. You have to exercise, you have to eat right, you have to take your medication correctly, you have to test. All of these things work, and when they work, they work. Doesn't mean you're not going to have a high blood sugar. But again, when you have the mindset that you're going to get in control and you're going to stay in control. And when things go wrong, you can learn and you can move, and you can move to get right back on it and come up with the numbers that best suit you again. So it's important to remember these things. You know, when the penny drops and you finally get off your keister and you start taking care of yourself, you're gonna falter. You're going to fall off the wagon, an old drinking term. We've talked about this in videos past. But a true diabetic will get up and get right back on it and continue on. Sometimes it won't be your fault. If you eat a whole bunch of crap, then it could be your fault. But on the whole, if you're trying and you're getting your blood sugars done, you're taking a look at your information and learning from it, then you are a winner. So even if you've just been on 2 days and you falter, just pick it up and get at it again. You can only win from it. Now, again, you should watch my Control Days 2025 videos. We are aiming for March 17th to set off and getting the control back and utilizing the information so that we can get more and more people controlled. I would eventually one day like to have a support group where people understand the importance and help one another along the way. I just thought I'd set off, I come up with these graphs and these books, and the first couple of times that it kind of took, and I was hoping it would take, I was on it for about a month, or I think the longest I was on 2 months, and then I got tired of it, went off, started doing other things. So, what are you going to do? Get up and get back on it. Teenagers, it must be sometime, everyone's going to be different on when things finally click and that your parents don't have to do everything. It's so hard to do. I don't want to do it. Mom always did it so much better. Yes, but it's you. You're not going to have your mother with you for the rest of your life. I felt I was 13 when I got it, 14 when I was kind of like given the keys to the car and told go off and do it. I would take my insulin. There was no real driver's manual. There was nothing to really refer to. It wasn't until we got the glucometer going and we started manipulating the information, not manipulating, but utilizing the information so that we could come up with better knowledge and learn from the situations. A good control day is when you take a look at your blood sugars. You can come up with reasons why your body and your blood and the glucose levels were doing those weird and wonderful things. But you can come up with reasons and you can come up with ways to correct them. That's a good control, and that's the penny dropping. So you need to utilize the information and learn from it so that when you go to the doctors, you can have a more meaningful conversation than have your doctor say to you, and how are things going? Oh, it's okay. Any problems? No, I'm fine. It's not going to work. Take control of your life. Take control of your diabetes. You will thank, your body will thank you. Thank me for many years now, but I wish I would have started earlier. And it's hard to do that. So, study, learn, make the penny drop how you can fit it into your plan. Have a super day, and we'll talk again later. Bye now. My next vlog topic will be the next video or the next vlog will be never opt out, never give up on yourself. That's what we're going to discuss, and why it is important that you don't opt out or give up on yourself. So that'll be tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific's daylight savings time, I guess now. Yes, we are daylight savings. So look forward to seeing you then. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.